Summer's drawing to a close here, and it's become time. We found a schedule in the workshop to begin the restoration of this Shortnose 6-carburetor right-hand drive 275 GTB. We bought the car earlier in the year from Dr. Lustenberger. He'd had the car for 40 years. He'd bought the car in London. He told me the story with him and his great friend came to London. They bought the car and they drove it back to Switzerland. That was 1982. 2022, 40 years later on, and the car was still in the same garage that he drove it back to 40 years ago, just by the shores of Lake Geneva. So, yeah, we're going to start the restoration now. Today is the day that the car will start coming apart. That process is pretty quick. The rest of the restoration seems to take quite a long time in comparison, but now it's 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. By 5:30 on Friday, the car will be stripped back to a shell, and we'll be off to the blasters on Monday to have the paint blasted off to see what we've got underneath and what sort of state the metalwork's in. Because of the state of the car now, and there are a couple of splits and chips in the paintwork, we can already start to see some of the dark red, the Rosso Rubino, which was this car's original colour. So I'm hoping that as we take the screens out and the doors come apart and we start to get a little bit more into the nooks and crannies of the car, that we're going to start to see some more of that metallic, resplendent red paint. I can already see quite a bit through here in the channel, so that's certainly something I'm looking forward to, coming back in a couple of days when the screens are off and things, and seeing how much more red paint we can find.